Brooksaw Antiques here. Today we have this 1966 to 1972 Smith-Corona Galaxie Deluxe vintage portable typewriter. I'm going to show you how to use the functions and make sure they all work. In the typewriter database, it doesn't have an exact year on the serial number on this model, so it just gives a range of 66 to 72. That's the way I usually find out how to match the years on the models. Up top is the adjustable paper guide. This helps you guide the page in straight. I'm going to line that up with the edge of the platen, which is the main roller that feeds the paper. This is your left margin. I'm going to set that around 2. This is your right margin. I'm going to set it around 75. And this is the paper support arm that flips up from the back. And this is the paper bail that sits on top. It's got 2 adjustable rollers. This is the color selector switch. Right now we have it on red, but I'm going to flip that up so I print black. It's the top portion of the ribbon when you have it in the middle. It doesn't print any ink at all, it just leaves a stencil. When you have it all the way down, it prints the bottom portion of the ribbon. We're going to move that up so we print black. Once you hear the bell, you're at the end of the margin. You hit this line space, gets you back to the beginning. It skips 1, 2, or 3 spaces. Right now we have it on single, but if you want double, you just flip that switch back. 1, skips 2, 1 more, it skips 3. That works good. We're going to keep it on single and finish typing. As you can see, all the keys type nice and none of them skip or stick. I'll type a sentence in red on the next line. Switching that down to red. Beautiful typing machine, very nice for daily typing. This is the 3rd one I've done today with a similar model, and they all 3 work really good. The only issue with this one is it's got a little bit of surface rust on this front plate, so otherwise this would have been way better condition. Other than that, everything else works really good. To pull the page out easy, there's a switch on the right side here. You flip it forward and it unlocks the rollers underneath the platen, allowing you to pull the page out easy, or load thicker paper like carbon copy or cardstock. Make sure you flip that back before you load the next page, or else it won't load correctly. I'll flip this down for now. Backspace on the left side, that works good. A shift on each side and a shift lock on the left. To clear that, just hit the shift button again. And another fun fact about this typewriter is these little, on the left side only, some of them will have 1 on each side, but this one, you can take this off, and this can be a custom key. So you would replace it with the other custom key, because most typewriters don't have a 1 exclamation point, so that is a custom key. And you would also have to change it on the actual type head right here. There's like a cap that you replace on that. That's pretty cool. It's also got a power space, so kind of like a machine gun space, and it's got this function too. Like if you have a couple keys stuck, type too many at the same time, you could use this key on the right side here to bring them all down. Sometimes it works when, I guess it just works the best when there's only 1 key stuck up there. You just hit that and it brings it down without you having to touch it, which I think is kind of a good idea, because you get up there and you start touching everything, you get ink on your hands. So they made that so you don't get ink on your hand, and then the ink gets on the keys, and so it's pretty cool. Tab up top here. Right now we don't have any tabs set, so we're going to set one in the middle by hitting the set tab on the left side of the tab. It stops at that spot. To clear it, you hit the clear button. Now, I like to always keep one set in the middle so it doesn't go slamming all the way to the end, causing wear and tear on your typewriter. We just flip this back up so we print black next time we type. This hood slides to the front, and all the brand new ribbon is loaded on this left side, so it's pulling to the right. And if you want to switch the direction, you just push this knob that's behind the left spool back, and it'll pull counterclockwise to the left, push it forward, and it pulls clockwise to the right. That works good. Got a carriage release on each side, and as I always say with this model, this is the one design flaw of this specific design, is these plastic carriage release levers. They break all the time, and I do have replacements in my shop. If you check my Etsy or eBay shop, I have 3D printed designs, because you can't buy these anymore. Smith-Corona no longer exists, so if you want replacements, you have to make them yourself or buy them out of my shop. They're pretty cheap, but both of these on this model are the originals. They haven't broken off yet, so they're nice condition. If you push in this button on the end of the knob and turn the knob, it'll disable the spacing so you can get to an exact spot on the page. You let it go, you get those clicks. Each one of those clicks is 1 space. Same concept with the inside lever here. You push that down and it'll disable the spacing. You put it up and you get the clicks, and that's it. Available on eBay or Etsy. Search Brooksaw Antiques.